Okay, so I think you are, you know, well aware what is Power BI. If anybody do not know what is Power BI, please let me know. So at least you might have gone through YouTube or somewhere and see what is Power BI. Okay, so Power BI is a reporting tool. Okay, so Power BI is a reporting tool. Okay, so but it is not just a simple reporting tool. It is a powerful reporting tool. Okay, and it's a futuristic reporting tool. Okay, why I say that it's a futuristic reporting tool? Because it works with Python, it works with R, it works with IoT, it works with ML, it's work with AI. So these are all the futuristic technologies that are involved in Power BI. If you really want to become a data scientist or data analyst or machine learning developer, whatever it is, so you should know in one way or other Power BI will open up many doors for you to once you are well versed with Power BI. Of course, it will be good market. Right now, the market is really not good, but we can expect good market. Okay, the reason is just I spoke with you. What are the reasons? Like it is a futuristic tool. It is a lot of reporting systems are migrating to Power BI. Okay, so that is the reason we are here with we are here to learn Power BI. Okay, where there is a business, there are reports. So Microsoft is realized lately and committed to improve their reporting tool. Every month there will be new updates to, to make them on top of the competition. So all these things keep in mind. Power BI is a powerful reporting tool to learn and get started with your career or migrating a career from one technology to another or just to start as a fresher. So I highly recommend go for this and follow all my guidelines and steps and discuss with me in one-on-one. So after every class there will be a one-on-one session, so there you will get a lot of doubts clarified and verified your tasks and assignments. Okay, every day we will give you assignments and you need to follow the assignments, and we'll give you the recordings, you need to go through the recordings. Okay, and this is how we are following the process. So the class will be daily morning 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. and 8 to 8:30 is a doubt session based on the first come first serve, whoever ping me first, and we will give you 5 to 10 minutes on ad hoc basis, and then we'll clarify till 8:30, maximum 8:30. Okay, so till 8:30 doubts clarification, one on one. Okay, it is not that in the group. Okay, and we'll give you a personal career guidelines like how you can migrate if you have gap, how you can do you know um, do a career growth in step by step. So all those things will be guided in one-on-one. So if you do not opt for one-on-one, there's no use of joining this class. I see people simply join and then go, then think that they'll get the job. No, I've seen people just joining, one first batch, second batch, third batch also, but they don't see any results because you are not a school students. You are a graduates, and you are committed for your career. You have a gap, and you struggled in the society. Okay, and you need to know what you want, and you need to fight for what you want. So until then, there is no use of learning courses, looking for there, here, and asking for jobs. Nothing will come until unless you start doing it yourself. Okay, so that you should keep in mind. Of course, the market could be down at this point of time, But if you are ready from now onwards, taking 1 or 2 months to preparing this subject and practicing this assignments. Okay, so practicing assignments are very very important, guys. If you are not ready, if you don't have time to practice, please do not opt for this. I highly saying this. I've seen people simply join. That's it. Just because their parents told to join or somebody is told to join, they join, but they don't do any assignments. If they do, just they do in day one. Later, they will not do anything because the commitment levels are less. If you have a high commitment levels, if you want to do high commitment levels, then that's okay. You can join and you can learn. You can get ready for the market. I will tell you all my 16, 17 years of IT experience. I have changed a lot of companies. I work for many companies. I know in and out of the market strategies, how they work, and I can guide you for free in one-on-one. That too, not in a group. Okay, so one-on-one sessions will not be recorded. One-on-one sessions will be given individually. So that's where you will get the real success. Okay, so now what we understand Power BI tool. It's a very powerful tool and it's from Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft is a very big company, everybody knows it. Okay, so Microsoft is committed for to make it on the market on top leader, so leaderboard in the market. So how do I know? Because there is a every movie there is a critics like that. So for this tool also, software also, there is a critic called Gartner. So Google Trend, Gartner, you can search, check anywhere. So you will understand how Power BI is actually grow. So you can say Gartner report for Power BI. So if you go to the images, you will come to know he is in the leaderboard now. You can see 2022 itself. You can see Power BI is in the leaderboard somewhere in the top. Should be here. Here. Okay. Even after Tableau, here it will be there. I don't know why this. You know. It's actually covered. This is again 2022. This is 2024. You need to search for 2024 or 2023. 2024 is not there. Okay, so it is somewhere here. You see Microsoft. Oh yeah. So this is very clear that it's a leader. Okay, leader. So they are challenges. They are niche players. They are visionaries. They have very good vision, but they could not able to sustain the market. So whoever here in the top, they are in the leaderboard. They are in the top. They have good vision, they have leadership, and they are grabbing the market. So why I am talking all this? Because we need to know our future, because we need to travel our journey with a good companion. So then only we will our life will be good. And the similar way you can also see Google Trend. So if you open this Google Trend, you can search for Power BI. Okay, not only in Power BI, but you can search for anything. Okay, now you see it's giving last past day, but not first day, last past 5 years. Now you see how the career growth of that thing. And you can also compare with, let's say, the competitor is Tableau. Now you see the Tableau, initially it was doing good, but over the period of time this is going down. Okay, So you can see by country, by how Microsoft Power BI is in every country or in the world. You can sub-region, you can select, and you can see how it's working. Okay, but you can check. Okay, so let me just see. Okay, so I don't know how it's all categories, web search, fastest, not only India, worldwide. That's important for us. You see, even for worldwide also, you see most of the countries they are using Power BI. Only somewhere they are using, you know, the red color, which is Tableau. You see, Tableau software is the red color. So these kind of reports we are also going to develop in Power BI. Okay, so that's what you need to understand any reporting system. So by report itself we can understand quickly and effectively. Okay, so now what is Power BI and why we should learn Power BI and how we are going to learn Power BI, and so that how we are going to success our career, or how you will get the job. The ultimate goal for this is to get the job. This course is completely built for how to get the job. But here I'm expecting two things: your commitment. The first thing is your commitment, second thing is also your commitment. You should commit it for your success. You should follow up. End of the class, you should ask for recording and ask for a one-on-one session and show your work and what you understand. Talk about it, and clarify what you really getting doubt. And if you have any other in your anything, any other doubts in your mind, you can speak with me one-on-one. That is the right time. Okay, you can talk with me so that I can focusly answer your question. But any other time you can ping me, but that could be just related to yes or no questions. I can just simply clarify you, but you cannot expect 100% answer that time in the Skype. So you can ping me in one-on-one Skype. I will be available at any point of time. But see why I did not go for Google Meet or Zoom, because we will disconnect. So you will not see the connection for longer. So Skype has like a Teams. Okay, Teams is the real time tool. So Skype become Teams basically. Okay, so if you know how to use Skype, you can work in real time to use Teams. So when to chat, when to call, so we will discuss that in detail later. But for now, we understand the demand for Power BI, and you can also go and search in Naukri. You can go and search in YouTube how Power BI is going to be, and should I learn Power BI, and what could be the growth of market. So all those things you might have already done it, but if not, you can go and do it. Okay, so that is one of the most important point. Okay, so hope you have done all this research. Hope you might have very clear about that, but still I'm iterating and talking about that just because you need to get motivated. Simply starting the subject might not be a good idea. Okay, but along with Power BI, so Power BI can be taught anywhere in many institutes. But what is the specialty here, right? So you might have seen 9 rupees, 99 rupees Power BI demos or all those stuff. That is the sales funnel. Don't be trap into that. That is a trap actually. It's a funnel. We will talk about the sales funnel in a funnel visual. Okay, I'll tell you the examples how they do actually. But why I'm not doing, even if I know that, I don't want to do that business. It is not 100% business. I'm not saying not a business, but it's not 100% business. I only charge for one time. Okay, and committed people definitely will get success one day or other. Okay, so along with Power BI, I will teach you a lot. Why? Because market will expect that. Market will expect that. So that is the reason. How do I know? Because I've seen a lot of job searches. I know worked with many people who were actually trying and attended interviews, taken interviews. So all those things keep in mind. I built this course. You know where you will get this content. So what I teach along with Power BI, Power BI desktop, okay, Power BI service, okay, SSAS tabular model. So SQL. Let's first SQL Server with Power BI, okay, and SSAS with Power BI, okay, SSRS or paginated reports, paginated reports with Power BI, okay, and Power BI, yeah. So Power BI designing skills, Power BI administrative roles, okay, developer roles, okay, all these things that you will come to know one by one. Okay, we will see different opportunities, how they will be asked and how we are going to showcase ourselves. And Azure DevOps, I'm going to cover you, and other free services. So this is my specialty. What are the other free services? I will give you free recording. I will give you a one-on-one session. I will talk about your career. I will suggest you what to do, what not to do. Okay. So these are free services that I can give you. And assignments most important. And we will give you a free service account just like a real time. Okay. So you will be enjoy for 2 months. Even after that, if you want, I will ask couple of questions, and then based on that I'll decide whether I can give it to you or not. Simply giving and I got it and wasting time, and then no use of it. So I'll see real commitment, then only I'll give it to you. Okay, so this service account you will not get anywhere in any institutes. If they will give you also, they do not teach you because they do not have that kind of experience. They might be only having Power BI desktop expertise with their experience. But I closely work with admin team. So I know how Power BI service administration point of view. So we will talk deeply about that subject. So you can work as a Power BI developer. You can work with Power BI designer. You can work with Power BI with SQL. You can work with Power BI with SS tabular model. You can work with a real time scenario how Azure DevOps can enhance your Power BI job search. Okay, so all those things that will be taught, the market keep in mind in 360-degree view. So this course is completely built upon market, and it will be enhanced based on your questions asked, based on your challenges that you faced. Nowhere you will get this kind of subject. I mean the topics that you look for outside, and it is most useful for career migration people, like who wants to shift their career from one to another. Okay, so we will talk deeper subjects. We will talk master level to intermediate to basics, of course, will be covered very quickly, and when we'll mostly focused on interview questions, mostly focused on real-time scenarios, all those things that we discuss deeper into the subject. So this is the course content, this is the course structure. Okay, so today I'll quickly show you one demo, and then we understand how Power BI service is so important, or Power BI report desktop and Power BI service, how you start and out, how you end up. So where your work started, where your work will end. So all those things, step by step, report development life cycle, not software development life cycle, SDLC, not SDLC, but RDLC, report development life cycle. How you get the requirement, how you actually prepare the data, how you design the report, and how you publish it, and how you share the report to end user. We will take very sample and simple one, and we'll compare with old report versus old reporting system versus new reporting system. Okay, so that you will get a lot of clarity as a first step itself in the first class itself. Of course, there are a lot of features, lot of dimensions, lot of subjects we go deeper, but I'll show you a simple one for now, and we'll see how it's going to be. If you have any question before I start the demo, if you have any questions, I mean, this is also a demo, but I just talk about the intro and the content, all those stuff. But the real practical that I'm going to show you, before that, if you have any questions, unmute yourself and speak with me. I can talk about that for a moment. Okay. So if not, then we can proceed with the demo. Okay. So let's start with the demo. So here I'm going to talk about Power BI Desktop. So this is the Power BI Desktop tool. You need to install it. So I'll tell you how to download and install. So Power BI Desktop. Okay. So Power BI Desktop is a free software. Okay, free software for developers. For whom? For developers. So how do I get that? You can go to Google and search for Power BI Desktop download. Okay, and you will get this Microsoft.com, something like that. Click on that, and it will directly route it to here, Power BI Desktop, and you can see in the down the version of it when it was the version 2.16 and March 4th. Okay, yesterday we got this update. Okay, the software is got updated in the yesterday itself. Okay, so there are two files. Okay, and it will tell you what you can do with this, and the system requirement, what kind of machine you require to install this software. So you should have at least Windows 10 software and above. Okay, and you should have a Internet Explorer. Edge should be installed, and you can have a 32-bit or 64-bit. Okay, so these are all the options, but you should require at least 4 GB to 8 GB RAM. So I'll tell you how you can check that your machine. Go to this and go to this desktop, this PC, and right click and show more options, properties. Okay, here you can check your processor. Okay, mine is i7 processor, 9th generation, and 2.6 to 2.59 gigahertz processor speed of that i7 and 9th generation processor. I've installed 16 GB RAM, okay, and 64-bit operating system, and Windows 11 Pro is my operating system. Okay, so this is how you can also see, but I highly recommend i3 and 10th generation and above. It should be. So i5 good, i7 good. If you have more than that, it is really good. And here I can recommend 8 GB and above. At least 8 GB is good for you to practice, because you will install SQL Server, all those stuff. So that is the reason. Okay. So this is how you can check your machine, and you can see it should be Windows 11 and Windows 10, and Edge and all those stuff. And now we realize, okay, this is required. Now let's download this. So you can, if mine is 64-bit, so I can choose it. How do I know mine is 64-bit? Again, I'll show you. Here it is showing 64, system type is 64-bit. And you not able to find out, I'll guide you. If not, then you can simply choose this. In this software, it will be evaluated whether it is 64-bit of system or 32-bit of system. So based on that, it will install. If you are not sure, that is the reason it is not mentioned that 32-bit. It is mentioned, whoever don't know, you can simply execute it. It will be automatically validate your system. So I am very sure, so that's the reason I'm going with 64-bit. I'm just downloading this. So it's just getting downloaded. It will take a minute. because it's 487 MB file, and we need to download this. After that, we need to install. So downloading means what? From internet to we are downloading to our machine. But when you install the software, then only that software will become a, it will get life to it. It can work for that, the purpose. The software will get the purpose when you install the software. That exe file, when you double click and install into your laptop, then only that will work. Otherwise, it's just a file. It's a exe file, docs file, text file, Excel file, whatever it is, it's just a file. So downloading is just to download from internet to your machine. Installation is right click and double click and open and install. So when you do it, then installation is completed. So we are going to complete the installation in a while, and then this is the free software, right? So you need to also understand the Power BI service, which is a paid subscription, but I will give you for free. Okay, Power BI service. It's a subscription based um, cloud application. Okay, it's a cloud computing system or cloud application. Pay as you go. It's a rental mechanism like Ola, Uber. Okay, so here you need to pay for, let's say, starting from 1,000 rupees to, it could go to up to 25,000 to lakhs of rupees. For Microsoft will charge based on the the options, that capacities, the features, that it is actually depends. Okay, but here I'll give you the premium capacity, premium features for free for 2 months. I tell you the reason why I can able to give it, why others cannot give it. Okay, so now we are talking about Power BI Desktop. In this, it's a free software. Everybody can get it, and as a free. So that's where everywhere you will only teach this. You will only get taught by this Power BI Desktop. You will not. They will not have much exposure. If they by any chance they will get it, they will just give you the account and you work on it. That's how they will tell you. But here we will give you assignments on this also. Okay. Hope it is installed. Let me close this. Before installation we should not open any software. I think it is downloaded. Let me check. So download is completed. Let's click on the folder. You might be seeing this. Let me actually, it will take little time to open up. We should have a little bit, we should not click double click, and so that multiple times it will get open. And now you see. So we should select the English language and click next and click yes. It will ask 2 to 3 times to prompt, click yes, yes. Okay, it is asking, some software is actually trying to change your OS. Is that you or someone else? Is it a virus or something else? So it will validate your, it will take your opinion. Okay, so when you are conscious, no, I am only installing my software, you can install yes, you can click and proceed. So that's the consent we will give it to Microsoft. Okay, it is just checking the space and everything, but it's easy to install. Okay, if you have a laptop ready side by you, you can also follow the same steps. Just search for Microsoft Power BI Desktop download and then actually do that. And you can tell me whenever you downloaded Power BI Desktop, you can ping me in one-on-one, not only in the group. You can ping me in one-on-one and tell me whether you have downloaded and installed the Power BI Desktop or not. Okay, come on. Meanwhile, you can do it. So Power BI service account, I will create a username and password and I will share with you. Okay, later. Now here you need to ask terms and accept terms and conditions and click next and click next. And I don't want any shortcut, so I uncheck that and I can install it. So installation will take a minute. It depends on your machine capacity. Okay, sometimes it may take little time also if you have a 8 GB RAM. Okay, below processor like i5 or i3 sometimes. So this is one of the important and crucial step for everybody. Now you should able to know how to install. And if at all by any chance if you are unable to do it, we can do it in one-on-one session. I will guide you. But it's very easy. Installing Microsoft software is easy compared to any other softwares. Just you have to click next, next, next. That's it. Okay, for Power BI service, as I told you, I will give you a service email ID and password to log into app.powerbi.com. app.powerbi.com. This is a site where you required a username and password, a email ID and password. That email ID should be a company email ID. So I have a company, so that is the reason I can give you for free account for 2 months. That is the reason others may not give you. Now you see it is done. Simply you can click finish so that it will open up Power BI Desktop. So now we understand what is Power BI Desktop and how to install, download and install. And we also understand Power BI service account. Okay, where we can see this here app.powerbi.com. So you can go anywhere. You can go any company. So this will be the process to log into app.powerbi.com. But how a company to company will differ based on this email address. So this email address will be differ. Okay, so you will create a workspaces like this, and you see. Okay, so you will create a workspaces like this, and we can work with many reports, something like this. So this is the service account. Here you will get 2 months free service account. Okay, now let's click on new report. So this is how you will see the Power BI desktop. Okay, so now here I'm going to get data. So Power BI can connect with the 99 plus sources. So a lot of sources you see: file systems, databases, Fabric, Power Platform, Azure, online. You see there are a lot of online tools it can connect, and other tools it can connect. Okay, so many tools we can connect, but for now I would like to show you one source called web. So that is IMF database. Okay, so which is available on internet, which is International Monetary Fund, WHO organization, might have known by many people. So you can click by countries, so you can take all countries, and you can if you want to uncheck any of the country you can uncheck, but let's continue with all countries. So you can take one of the data set. Fine, let's continue. Now here you can see the data size. Let's say I can go for, let's say we are in 2024, let's say you can take 2022 and till 2026 or 2025. So the future estimated data is also available. So 2025, let's go. Okay, so that we are reducing the data. Okay, so that's how you can prepare the report. So the report is created here. So this is also a report, but I will create a report in Power BI using the same data, and you will surprise, and you will feel, you understand the efficiency, the power of Power BI report. Okay, so how I'm going to do it? I'm going to copy this and Control X, cut. Okay, make sure every letter should be properly, cut. Now you can go to this web. If you don't know, you can search for this web. Okay, select and you paste this, Control V and click OK. Beyond the scenes, Microsoft will do a web scraping. You know what, iron scraping and all those stuff. Similar way, Microsoft will also do web scraping mechanism. Python also can do web scraping. Similar way, Power BI is also doing it. Now you can see, because we are in a web view, you can see where we are. So, but this is we want. So here there are two tables it's extracted, and you can choose one of them or you can choose both of them. Of course, this is the text. If you really want it, you can get it, but by choosing this. But I really don't want this as a table. But here are the tables. The Microsoft is actually decided. But you see, load is not enabled, because you need to check this box. You can take either both of them or one of them is fine. Both are actually same. Okay, here you have 8 columns. Here you have, I think, 9 columns or 10 columns. So you can choose the 10 column wala. Otherwise, both are same. Okay, and you can click on transform, because it is not clean data. You see, the headers are in the second line, not in the first line. So we should click on transform when you see this data is not clean. So let's click on transform. When you click on transform, the tool inside the tool will open up. The Power Query will open up. You see this is a different and this is different. So we will talk about this Power BI desktop, Power Query, modeling, visualization. Okay, we will talk these three different stages or areas or building blocks for a Power BI technology. Okay, but for now, the tool inside the tool will open up when you click on transform data. When you click on transform data, when you click on transform data, the tool inside the tool. What is the tool? The Power BI desktop is a tool. But when you click on transform, the inside the tool will pop up. What is that inside the tool? The Power Query tool will get pop up. Okay, so here you see this is the header. So you can use this first row as a header option directly by just clicking that. Now you see this is a country name, but this is, we don't want this. You can simply click, right click and remove. And even this also we don't want. Click. This also we don't want. Click. This also we don't want. So both are same. Removing the column and this is also same. So you can see this is estimator. We don't want this actually. Okay. So now we see this data and we see some black color. Why this blue color? What is this black color? You can go to view. You can see this column quality. Okay, 99%. The blue color is representing 99% is the valid data, but this black color is talking about empty. Why this is empty? You can just see, and you can see there are blanks. You see, just because of that, you can see this empty. Now, what I'll say, instead of that, you can come here and you can see does not equal to empty. Now that will get filtered, but still you can see 100% empty, but that's not actually 100% empty. It is 100% valid. So sometimes it happens. Okay, metadata issue. Okay, so you can remove this data quality and then you see, now you can come to a column quality. Still it is showing 100%. So that's just little bug, but once you close and open it will come proper. But column distribution you can also off it. But now still you can see there is some NA. So if I just convert, these are the numbers, decimal values. If I convert this into a decimal value, you will get an error. So this is an error saying that you are trying to say NA is an NA is not a decimal, so you are trying to convert that into a this thing. So what you can do, you can go here and you see these nulls and empties or NA is there. So you see these are all the junk records that you need to check. So it looks like Afghanistan data we don't have, Lebanon, Syria, Venezuela, IMF data we don't have. So whether if you don't want these countries, that's fine. You can replace this NA with 0, or you can simply uncheck this. So if no data, what is the use of analyzing? So it depends on the business, whether business wants to have that empty data countries to analyze, like when you get that country's information, automatically report will get updated. Then you can keep it. So that is a deeper concepts. For now, because there is no data, we go with simple. If there is no data, we can simply remove it. So for, that is the logic. So how can we do that? So simply go here and select everything and unselect this and the last NA. So no, let's come on. Select everything and remove this and last. Click OK. Now you see, if you click on this column quality, you will see 100% valid, 0 empty, 0 errors. Now I can convert. This is ABC means a text. So if you see, these data types are very, very important. 60 to 70% of issues will come with these data types. If you do not properly, choose the right data type for the right data column. Okay, country is ABC. You can just have ABC means text. So ABC means what? Text. This is a text column, but this is not a text column, but it is still showing text. You can convert this. So you can convert, this is a decimal value. You have a decimal, so you can say it's a decimal value. Perfect, no issue. This is also a decimal value. Perfect, no issue, because errors are nothing, because everything is actually. But again, this is actually done by based on top 1000 only. You can do for entire data set. Okay, but if it is a very big data set, it is not good idea, because it will take lot of engine capacity. So okay, not here. Click on this ABC and make it 1 2 3. Click on this one ABC and make it 1 2 3. So now we created a country and you see this data, but I just want to have only let me remove this data quality column. I want only this country and year and then the GDP. Only 3 columns I want. I don't want this way. So how to do that? There is an option called unpivoting concepts. You can select these 4 columns and you can say unpivot columns. So how these 3 options will work, we will discuss that later. But you see now the red color, if you go to this view and see column quality, now you see errors are 1%. First let's check what is this error. Okay, so how do you know? You can go to this and keep errors. Now these 2 records, Ukraine data in 2024-2025 is error. Why? Because NA is there still. In 2024 and 2025, you can go and remove this, and you can also do unpivot remove. And here in 2024 we have already, so you can remove this change data type. So now you can check NA is there here. So that's how you can go back and untick this, click OK. And so this is one of the root causing technique. In 2025 also it is there. If not, you can search for N. Okay, it's not there. Why? I don't know. Okay, now you can select everything and you can simply transform deleted data type. Okay, now there is no error. And then you can click and go to transform and unpivot columns. Now you see the year and then the GDP value. Now there is no error, you see. Now you can go and remove this column quality. So this is the year column. We will discuss extensively how unpivot is work. What is unpivot other columns? What is unpivot only selected columns? When we should go for it? How that is actually different between each other? So we will discuss that. Okay, so it's a GDP value, but later sessions, not now. Okay, what is this table? Either you can here or you can right click and rename. So anywhere is fine. So GDP data, something like that. Now you see, whenever I hit enter, it is also changed here. Now let's load this. So previously you can go back and check here. Before unpivot, it is only 190 and 191 countries. But now you can see after here, you see 764. Why? Because each country has 4 records, because we have unpivoted. When you do unpivot, columns become rows, so then the number of records will get increased. Row record is the same. Record is a business word, row is a technical word. Okay, that we will discuss later when visualization come into picture. But now once I clean the data, once I transform the data, then I can load it. So we extracted the data, we transformed the data, and we are loading the data into Power BI Desktop. So that is called ETL. So Power Query is a ETL tool. We will in detail discuss about that in the upcoming sessions. But for now, sip of taste, you made it what is Power BI Power Query. Power Query is a ETL tool where you can get the data, clean the data, massage the data, transform the data, and we can only extract the useful information for the report, and then we load into Power BI Desktop. Now here the data is available now. Until then you don't have. Now you can create a report. Okay, let's take that year into a slicer. Okay, you can understand years of data, and you can also put this country into a slicer. Okay, you can see this countries, all countries information. Okay, so we can convert the slicer into different settings. Slicer settings, you can make it a drop down so that you can have search option and everything here. You can search, make it search option. So of course we will talk about this all this formatting techniques later, but you can search for, let's say, India, something like that. Okay, we will get it. So that option we can make it, and of course I will make little bigger for now. And you can also understand country by, let's say, GDP. So automatically the visual has been created for us. I have not chosen, but if I don't like this, I can change it. Okay, I can also check by year by GDP. Okay, this is also something like this, but you can convert this into like this. So the world GDP from 2022, 2023, 24, 24, 2025. If you don't like, descending, you can make it ascending by just sort by year and sort by descending, ascending. Now you see 2022, so something like that, the starting order. Okay, so now you can also create, let's say, country wise GDP. You can also create country and convert that into a map, and the bubble size you can give the GDP value. There is a bubble size here. Okay, bubble size, we should give this default color, but that's color category, country, and longitude, latitude, bubble size. Yeah, here it is. So here you can use GDP value. So based on the GDP value, the bubble size will get increased. So now you see this has very good GDP. Let's see what is that. So Iran has very good agriculture, so it has very good GDP. And now let's come back and see, this is also very good GDP. What is this? Indonesia is also very good in GDP, and Vietnam is also in very good GDP. And you can come back and see, this is also very good. Oman, Iran, this is Iran, we already discussed. So you can just understand based on the bubble size. So you can click on this, and 2025, who is going to be a big players? Islamic Republic of Iran is going to be a big growth, we can see. So that's the estimated. Okay, so you can see each year or each country you can search for. Let's say you want to know Angola. So where is Angola? Angola in the here you can see, and how that each year GDP of that Angola, and you can go and compare two things, Angola and Argentina. So Argentina is here, Angola is here, and you can see the differences. So nicely you can do that. Of course, it is very basic report, but can you do the same thing in the IMF report, which is actually given here? Do you understand that this whatever I just shown here? Is it possible to understand by this report? You saying download the report. What is this report? So that is the problem with old reporting system. See this report versus see this report. It's very basic report that I've created so far with just simple 3 columns. Of course, you can do a lot of beautifications later. Okay, canvas background, you can insert some colors and make some transparency, and you see you can make it beautifications something like this. Okay, so or else you can make it very small, and you can put a map something like this here. And you can also have a table data and years, country, and GDP, something like that. Because we select only two, that's where you are getting two. So if you don't want to, you can remove that selections, and you can make it bigger. So this also you can change this little settings to a tile. So you can check this tile something like this. Okay, you can select country, you can select year, and you can see like 2022 the country is equal, let's say Andorra. So you can see Andorra and then GDP. So this is very powerful analysis. So you can select two countries, you can let's say select 2 years of data. See, the slicing and dicing is very powerful in Power BI. You should appreciate this. Okay, so you can make this little beautiful. And you know what? I don't want to say all these countries. You see, they are very minute in this growth. Okay, so I don't want to see all these countries, but I want to see only top 10 countries. You can select this. You can go to this filters, and you can make it top 10 countries. So top 10 by what? Top 10 by GDP. Not first country, GDP. Apply. Now you see only top 10. If you want only top 5 countries, you can say top 5 countries or 4 countries. Apply. Now you can only see 4 because I've applied 4. Now not only top, you can also get bottom. Apply filter. Now you see these are the Tuvalu is a lowest GDP value. Nuaru, Kiribati, and is islands, some Marshall Islands. So these are the bottom, countries. You can create top and bottom also. Let's say, so one will be top, one will be bottom. So you can see Control C, not this one. This one you can Control C, Control V, and you can make it. Let's say this is what it is bottom. You can make this is a top. Okay, you can go here. You can make this as a top. Apply. You see, this is the top. You can rename this title. Top countries, top 4 GDP countries. Okay, you can say bottom 4 GDP countries. So you can understand like what is going there. Why you can either focus on top or you can focus on bottom, and you can also understand the numbers. So you can also format these numbers. You can just have this data labels. You can see why how much number it is. Here also you can also add the numbers. You see the numbers. Now you might be seeing very small in size, but once you publish, you will come to know this. Or else you can see control scroll bar and zoom it and zoom out. Okay, so the size default, of course you can increase the font size and all those stuff, we will discuss that later, but this is, see how powerful it is. You can check in 2024 who is the lowest. Korea is the bottom. Okay, and 2022 again Korea, Vietnam. But see, check by year, by by all years, by let's say selecting country, one country, two country, three countries, all countries, all years. So the lot of flexibility that you can see. Now if you click in this Noru, you can see this visual also will get not only the slices, but the visuals also will get interact with each other. Now if you click here, you see double click it, you will get back. But in 2022 all the countries are this much GDP. 2024 it increased. 2024 it's expected. 2025 this much when compared to all other years. So the growth rate is something like this. Of course, you can check the growth rate also by adding one more visual called line chart. We will discuss all those stuff later. So with the simple three columns, we have created these many insights. But this is also a report. This is also a report. But do you do this kind of flexibility kind of thing? So that's where it's a futuristic reporting tool. This is non-traditional ETL come reporting tool. And once you've done that, you save it, and you will save it into a different, folder. So browse this device. So what I'll do, I'll just go to this work. Not February, but we'll create one more folder called, you know, so these are the old batches that I've actually created. Similar way, we will also create for, let's say, March 2024. Okay, so I will choose this and I will create this GDP report. Okay, and I'm going to save this PBX file. What is this? PBX file. It's not a Word, it's not Excel, it is a PBX file because it's generated from the Power BI desktop. So we will talk about that later. Now you can publish this. If you want to publish, you need to sign in. So you need to click publish. So for this, you need to require the email address, which I will provide you. So if you use your Gmail or email, will not work. So here, Jan 2024, of course, I will create a new email account for me also to make sure we are on same track. Okay. So this is my email address. It will ask password. So here I should give. So here we need to enter the password. This password also I will give you. If you forgot the password, you need to ask me. I will reset your password and everything. I can control your account and everything. I can track what you are doing, where you are logging. So my workspace is my personal room. So you'll also get your my workspace for free, and you can publish it. And once you publish, you will get a link. You can click on that, and that link, now you see, you can click on this. It will open up from my default browser Edge, but I want to show you in this thing. So you can come here, you can come to my workspace, and you can see GDP report. Just now we published the right time 3/5 7:59 7:59, which is 8 a.m. So you can click on that. Now you can see this. The map is not. The reason is it's saying contact to enable this. So service, in the service account, wantedly we disable that because you should know who is admin, what he can do, all this stuff. Okay, so this is the entire. Now from here you will share this report to. You can copy this link or you can mail this. You can talk this. You can export to PowerPoint presentation, and you can give access to your team members or your business users. So where they can actually do their real-time analysis and get benefit out of this report. So this is how we actually work. but these are all the topics that I've touched, only basic points. Okay, there are many things to know in Power Query, many things to know in modeling, many things to know in Power BI visualizations and Power BI service, workspaces, deployment pipelines, apps, many things you should know in detail, in depth. Going forward, we will discuss all those things, but ultimately you should have a commitment. Just type you have committed for this training and for your success. Yes, I committed in the chat. I just want to see who are all committed here. Vamshi, Harita, only 2 people are joined. What about others? Okay, that's fine. So let's see. Whoever see, we want even one person is also fine to have it committed. Okay, I don't want this clutter who simply come and go. Okay, so that's fine. So you can chat with me whenever I ask you to chat. You should be able to chat it. Otherwise, it is not as simply fun learn or just watching the video and spending wasting your time is not a good idea. Okay. Anyway, that's all for now and see you tomorrow. And let me know if you have any challenges we can discuss in one on one.